Right now we're already sparking like mad. Maybe the rare crashed before. Okay, okay. Race winning or losing decision. Hello, my name is Free Happy Dolphin and welcome to F1 Manager 24 series. We're going for United States race this episode and we need, of course, to fix cars. Thankfully, Bottas' car is doing quite fine, I'd say. Yeah, we have one new rear wing for him, as this one will go down, but still quite fine for the next race. Other parts also looking quite nice, getting some nice points, I guess so. But our little Schumacher Theo crashed, and yeah, we need some new parts. Actually, his last DNF was because of gearbox issue. So we will need to change that. For suspension, we just can swap it out. Yeah, one more engine is needed. I hope he will not crash again. Yeah, we're spending money like mad. For board situation, we're actually looking quite okay still. Yeah, now it's low, but it was high since we having delighted performances. We may even get the podium contender until the last race. Of course, we cannot really get into nice numbers for that finances thing to go okay, but we'll see. We will meet our objectives, I suppose, since we scored really well and now up in 6th position. Our objective is 8, so it might balance out and we possibly can continue with this team. Anyway, yeah, those emergency purchases really cracked us down. I could produce more parts, but I did not have actually my facilities upgraded enough for 3 places, so yeah, it was tough. Driver situation is, again, it says contract expiring. Actually, he was already signed by other team. I got good offer for him and got him back. But now it says that there is basically no contract at the end of the year. So I don't know how this bug will resolve. Right now we're just ignoring that notification. There is nothing to do. Basically, for the cost cap, just to point out, we're being fined for each month we exceed the cost cap, which will happen, of course, as it says here, because there are salaries and stuff, even if we don't need any new parts, which I think we still need a few. So yeah, that's not great. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. The board will lose confidence. Yeah, we know about that. We cannot really change anything. Again, just to look back on the finances, yeah, emergency purchases 40 million. So really bad. I mean, we would still have like 10 million in the back, which would be enough. I mean, a few big parts, maybe one engine, maybe one more ERS, but basically everything else could easily go to new parts and get us through the season. That would have been really efficient, really good development, getting in those really high places for the last races. Again, we saw 5th, which we won actually. On this one we got the 3rd place, and here we're looking 5th, 7th. Yeah, this one is not super good for us because of the stats. 13th only, and 5th also for Qatar. So that would have been really good, but yeah, we've been cracked down by those cost caps and those emergency purchases. So that's too bad. And let's go for race targets. We actually are put in 4th position on a grid, 1 place higher, and actually our objective is 1 place lower. We just take the highest one. I think it's really doable. And for Theo, 16th is also really fine, as the car is 14th as well, really higher, really better position than it should be. With those bad parts. And yeah, we have qualification for sprint. We will have sprint, so I'm just skipping through that first practice session, getting that by myself, trying to get the best setup, and we'll catch you guys on qualification for sprint. And we're back from the single practice session. It went quite fine. We got 2 full reflections. The last one, of course, we did not get fully. Now we can adjust again a bit, just to to fix never things but appeared. This was actually great, right? So possibly perfect is somewhere close. We will get straight to perfect, that's easy, right? Yeah, maybe this one was better. Only thing I'm worried about is this. We could get it. Yeah, we're kind of missing now on those, all of those. So this is the way to go, maybe? We'll see. But definitely let's try this out. And that will improve our current satisfaction. 81% wasn't that bad actually, compared to what looks to be here, right? Only bad I think is significantly reducing percentage then. Anyway, this looks quite okay. Now for Theo. He got new parts. Again, not these ones, but engine and gearbox, the last one for the season, I hope. I think we having better chance. There we don't see much of the reflection. Maybe just move it a bit to see if that becomes perfect. Yeah, let's get back there. It looks kind of in some places on really on the edges. Maybe it's a good hint for us, maybe not. We'll see. Let's start qualifying for sprint. Again, Bottas is the only one who's looking for some nice points, right? I don't know, it's kind of useless for Theo to burn those parts. But also, again, I don't really want to retire the car, so let's see how can we qualify, and yeah, maybe some safe settings for the race will be an option if we just cannot get in P8. I mean, I'd like to get some points, but it's not always possible, right? So yeah, right now we are P16th. With Bottas we are through. Let's just go again with Theo. In Bottas we quite through in the last round, right? We're fighting for those few points from sprint finally. With Theo it can be really hard, especially if there's no crashes. I mean, last race we had 8 cars out and 2 with major faults, major issues, so who knows. Yeah, actually Bottas not looking so comfortable after everybody finishes, but he ended up with 1 lap. Theo with no new parts, and still maybe not the best driver on the field, with really low some stats, some really high, getting to average to 80 of course, but some of them are quite low, so yeah, we improved. I think we improved really really well. Not that many in percent, just 12, right? But looking here much better. Maybe we'll swing a bit of you know, that 5th slider, and that will be it. Maybe not, maybe just improve a bit. Yeah, we'll see, but I'm quite more happy with him. With Theo, actually we see 78, was it? Wasn't it higher? Maybe it was 60 some, don't remember actually. Anyway, let's go for the next round. For this one again, we're looking for quite easy qualification. 1 tire set though is only delivered for the sprint qualification. There's yellow flag straight away. We're in the head of this snake coming, wiggling all the way around, so we're looking good for our pace. Fresh air in front. P1, and not a lot of guys really matches our pace, so if the second lap does not change a lot for these guys, I think we're looking quite nice. Yeah, it's done. Good, so we are finishing this one in P4, really promising. We'll see how it will go in the race, and for the last qualification we have the soft tire. Again, only 1 lap, but yeah, we'll see. Yeah, let's start right now. Let's hope that everybody starts right now, not gets in our on our nose, right? Yeah, we are through. Good. We have a lot of fresh air, and yeah, that will be the only, I guess, lap for Bottas, as the time isn't really plentiful as well. There's yellow flag, Hamilton spinning. But we are having really nice lap over other people so far. Piastri half second, Sainz 0.4. we're behind almost a full second from Verstappen as well as Perez. That's really surprising. I guess he got new parts after those engine issues and I don't know what issues was the last race, but possibly a lot of new components coming to his car, making it really easy qualification for sprint. Yeah, 78 does not look super inspiring, let's say. I cannot move that part too much. I need to basically adjust more sliders, get that fifth one moving so we can adjust these ones. Otherwise I would get possibly worse satisfaction even than it is right now. On the other hand, we're not really looking for a lot of, you know, a lot of places, a lot of gains. So maybe just push a bit from the start, but keep really clear head and no crash. That's the best for us what could happen. For Bottas, yeah, I don't know. How about the soft? -3, okay, medium it is. Medium it is. We will be using a lot of tire and will be going for race. Not with a lot of options actually, as I see. Yeah, for fuel, let's go down a bit. Let's push for the start as always, and we will conserve later. So let's go for the sprint race. Hopefully we're getting first point on the sprint. Also, sprint win is something I did not get yet, so you know, another win. Even it's sprint, that would be great. That would be great. A new stat, you know, only 1-0 would be left, the pole position. That would be exciting. We're taking the second spot from the first lap, from the first corners, as Theo takes that 19th place. Who could have thought, right? Anyway, he's not a bad driver. He's a really aggressive driver. Overtaking is something what he lacks in his stats. But yeah, we'll see how it will go. Actually, we can go on standard, right? We need to conserve the fuel. Let's just check for strategy. Yeah, okay, and if we push just a bit, it's no longer good. Okay, standard it is. We are now on the strategy with both of our guys. Basically no managing left here, just close your eyes and skip. Of course DRS is something what we want to play around, just getting that. We're getting the fastest lap now, but DRS is in here. We are not having it, so I would be okay if Perez takes the place and we just, you know, get in his DRS while his better car will catch up with Verstappen potentially. I would welcome this change, maybe get on neutral for that. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see if that happens. Yeah, let's hope he doesn't fall too much now, getting that DRS and ERS boost. I hope that we can stay in this range as Ferrari and Norris. Sainz fight again, another corner, we'll switch back. Yeah, Bottas falling behind, cannot really stand it. We're having crash. I think Sargent got few positions down, there, just a lockup, nothing too crazy. 11th corner, yeah, the crypto corner, I know it. I mean, for Sargent, is it a car? Is it really a car? I don't know. Now 2 seconds gap, not something what we're looking for, really not something. We're conserving on fuel, on standard, on the tire, and that was really easy overtake, so it seemed for Norris. And here we have opportunity to keep in Norris DRS. We kind of do that. I hope we will be doing that. Definitely other guys caught up with us, right? And that's top 3 what we had, like Bottas here and Bottas here with Perez and Verstappen here. We no longer have basically us. Us are just dropping positions. We have a bit of a gap between 5th and 6th spot, of course. The other group is quite bigger down there, so okay, maybe so we take on Norris and having a bit of a gap in front of us. Maybe there's hope for that. Let's switch to neutral on both of our guys, getting better lap times overall, not just all the way pushing. On tire preservation, Norris, again, Norris car all throughout the season, at least in the second half, looking super great, and as well as Piastri's on the tire preservation, really invested in that suspension, or maybe other ways, less efficient ways to getting that tire preservation going, I don't know. But definitely it was something where we excel on tire preservation. Piastri somehow does not use it so much. He's not really peaking in those high positions. As we see again a switch here, Perez just dropped quite a few positions and dropped his confidence, I believe, right? So yeah, he's not having a good time as Norris taking the second spot. We are fighting against Sainz in that DRS zone. He's just taking on us. We cannot do anything as well as Red Bulls. Yeah, and tires not looking great for us. We're going on standard. We pushed a bit on the start, but I don't think that's that big of a significance. Maybe tire fuel preservation is a bit of significance factor. We will soon stop doing that. I think on the last laps we'll have enough fuel to finish the race. Yeah, Theo will be gaining quite a few positions from the last row, so maybe his confidence will go a bit, just a bit up, mentality will go just a bit up, maybe not, we'll see. Leclerc actually having now quite a big difference, quite a bit of a gap in front of his opponents, so yeah, that hard tire backfire for him. We see McLaren's and Red Bulls actually fighting and taking both spots from us. We're losing 3 positions in one single straight. Really unfortunate. That fighting really cost us. We're having still good confidence and maybe looking for some cutback of those positions. Maybe not. It's hard to tell. We're having much worse tire going on standard, but yeah, it really hurts us. Yeah, I'm looking at least taking Perez place. We're quite close, but yeah, it might be not enough because we have really bad tire. But look at this, there's a virtual safety car. Leclerc got basically out of the track. Nothing to see there, I guess. Maybe we'll have a replay. But yeah, he just got the lockup, I guess. There he was alone, I'm sure, right? Turn 6, yeah, just losing control, and that's it. Money, just flying there around. What we could have done better, maybe not push at the start at all, as we saw that tire preservation being potential problem. Well, but we did what we did. We tried to get all the way. We got a few positions on the start, and that was all what we got. I think that's it. That's the sprint race, finishing in 6th spot. Not bad. Some points finally from sprint race, and that's really nice. Theo got also better position. Yeah, he's showing good sign from in here. Lost 3 positions. That's a bit tough, but you know, those positions are not as costly to lose as in a race. Just 1 point for each. So that's really good, really good. I'm happy for that. A few more points coming in our scoreboard. Really need those as we're not looking great on our board, right? So let's adjust setups a bit. Let's see if we can get anything just a bit better. I think I will go like this. Quite that drastic change, but this was good. And going just a bit there, doesn't seem to cut it. So going all the way to other side maybe will be something great, especially as this one also lands on the furthest side of this rectangle, and it seems to be close to great, right? So let's try this for Bottas. Again, let's start qualification on a bit worse tire. We have everything now presented for us. Let's see, we will need only 1 soft in the race, I think. The strategies look like this. Soft maybe in the race, maybe not even in the race. And compound performance, yeah, again, really hard degradation like in last race in Singapore. 0.14 seconds is a lot. And the difference in isn't really that big, 0.3 seconds. And actually medium seems to have quite big difference, right? 20 laps until it gets as bad as hard. Quite fast mediums here compared to others. So yeah, definitely some mediums is what we looking for, and the strategies say the same, just 2 mediums is much better. Yeah, we can use those softs quite more aggressively. Let's see. If we just keep one soft for the race, if something happens, or if we want to use that strategy, yeah, basically Q1, Q2, Q3, and 1 for the race. I think that's great. Let's start on the not that fresh tire and get confidence going, and then we'll see. Yeah, let's fix this setup. So if we get this, it might cut it. We don't really know. Cannot really know. Let's try this. Bottas still quite ahead from Theo, 2 seconds, even though starting on worse tire. Not great sign for Theo. He's just 15th. Of course, we don't need to forget that he not only has few stats lower than Bottas, but he also has really bad car, basically a car from the start of the season. So maybe that's okay to not get through right now, as we see 6 guys taking those grid penalty. And from them, actually, Science is the one what we really welcome. Mercedes not really getting like Aston Martins in the mix, in our mix. Usually we fight Ferraris, McLarens, and sometimes Red Bulls, but they're quite ahead. Look at this, 95 and 100, we did really nice job. This one did not really cut it. Could have expected it to happen, but really hard to determine where to put that needle, you know. And for this one, was really nice. So let's go for a bit medium tire, mediocre tire, and let's get confidence and let's get the lap. As we see Norris and Sainz also starting on not that fresh tire, maybe again expecting some incidents. Actually, incidents on the upcoming race for Bottas is super good, as we don't have that fresh medium tire, so just getting those softs anywhere we can is something what we want to do. And actually the percentage of safety car, at least in the male, was much higher. I think it was 66% for the Singapore, and Baku it was around 50, around 50 for Singapore at least. But in both of them we got tons of accidents. Possibly last 2 races were the most filled with accidents and really unexpected turnarounds, which helped us in a way, and in a way destroyed our finances. So yeah, I'm looking for the 3rd race like that. Hope but our guy won't crash, but definitely looking for some changes. If we don't get, you know, really far from other drivers and build up that 20-second lead from the 4th, or was it the 3rd, the 5th place. I think it was Piastri was on 5th, we were in 4th, and we had 20 seconds lead, and we got safety car, so that was unfortunate. But apart from that, I'm looking forward for yeah, incidents. And yeah, I hope that nobody will get hurt, but everybody will give us another win. Looking quite good, starting on the first row. I think that's the first time we got it. We didn't get a pole. There was quite a bit of time still, unfortunately, but this is awesome qualifying. I don't know what that 17th car in the grid is doing here. In this race, it is actually 5th, I think, but overall 17th and doing miracles practically. We're having heavy rain, so that's really good for us. As with Bottas, we don't have that good tire. For Theo, that will hurt a bit, as he basically is you know, not that good in a rainy race, and we have the rain all the way, rain everywhere. Wow, okay, so starting on Inters, should we start on wet tire straight away on the really hard. I don't know. Let's see what is better. We don't know when we will pit for those. And as long as we stay on the inters, of course, our projection is better. I don't know, let's just put this on and we'll see what happens in the race. I guess we'll need to make a lot of decisions on the go. I will still believe in initial strategy starting on inters and yeah, hope for the best. As it is raining a bit, it will start raining a lot. But maybe it won't hit that 4 millimeters straight away, right? I don't know. Let's get the fuel down all the way, as it is going to be a wet race and we're going to possibly yeah, save a lot. Also, there might be even more accidents as it's wet and a lot of guys do not know how to drive in wet conditions. That's a bit good for Bottas. Maybe not against Verstappen, which again is our main contender, at least on the starting laps, but we'll see how it goes. Again, let's start this first really wet race, full-time wet races. I think we haven't got those in our season still. But yeah, getting new stuff. Every episode actually is something new. We smashing our best finishes, we smashing all records, red flag records, yellow flag records, crashes records. Let's see what we will smash this time. I hope that will not be our cars. Starting on front row, a bit late. It seemed a bit late start for Bottas, but yeah, it's still quite fine. We're starting on 1.7 millimeters. Let's see how it will progress. Do we have any kind of yeah, up until lap 16th? The highest point will be possibly lap 23 and lap 30. Then it will go down drastically somehow. I don't know why. I'm not sure why. It still shows heavy rain. It will ease out a bit. On the end, we can put another inters. Yeah, let's just follow the flow so far until the lap, yeah, 16th. We're going through. It was lap 20. Maybe lap 20 will be the one. Again, there will be not a lot for wet tire to perform there. A lot of time, not a lot of time for wet tire, but yeah, we'll see. I think we're burning the tire right now, as we possibly will need to, you know,
management.
just not use that tire eventually. So let's burn it right now. We can burn it up until lap 20. And we have a lot of inters left in our garage, of course, so we are fine. And actually, we're not letting Verstappen go, as you see. So, I don't know, maybe we're just a bit better on wet track. We shouldn't be, right? Verstappen is historically really good on wet track. I don't know what his stats are in F1, but... Go, Bottas. This is amazing. And we get inside line. Ah, nice. Yeah, now we need to brake here. We will lose a bit of time, but that was really promising. If that corner would have been a bit faster, not, you know, that really, really big turn there, I think we got that position, but he cut us off in front, as he does, by the way. So yeah, looking okay against Verstappen and Theo. Catching up with folks in front, taking one position already. Not that dominant as Bottas against Verstappen so far, but yeah, looking quite fine. As we see first fastest laps and a lot of guys getting those. Just 3 of those. Norris end up with that right now. Again, that stop, that corner where we tried to overtake, I think cost us a lot. And maybe we would have that best lap, maybe not, but I would predict that we would have it if not that stop while overtaking. Yeah, building just a bit of a difference behind, and for Piastri, also Hamilton cannot really keep up with Perez. So again, quite favorable for us. Bunches of people forming off, and Theo not letting go Gasly as we take the first position at least for a moment. Oh, Verstappen locks up. He locks up in wet conditions. That's really uncharacteristic for him, no? He just locks up. Yeah, well, now we have it. And actually, there's a big difference in the distance now. We can just push all the way. Full second here. Yeah, and the thing what I talked about, having yeah, less incidents. We're really looking for less incidents as we taking the lead of the race. Really nice, really nice. Yeah, so please, no guys, no incidents. I know you really like to crash here and it's wet, but let's not play that. Yeah, well, conditions will get a bit worse. This is 1.5, so if that's direct comparison, right? Again, numbers here would be so helpful. Isn't that so hard? I mean, it's a diagram, right? We need to get really good info for your exact decisions, right? What number that will be? I need to measure it with no relative position with my mouse, or take a ruler and measure the screen. Is that the game we're playing? Is it management game, or is it, you know, just mini games of Formula 1? But we play because there's nothing else to play. Yeah. Anyway, I was going to think that it's going to be around 3 millimeters based on that perspective. And here I think we will hit that 4 millimeter mark and we'll be staying there quite a bit. So let's burn that tire, that inter, all the way, not really think about it, because we will need to pit much sooner than we are expecting by our strategy. Let's adjust that one as well. Yeah, it is here. I just need to change the window. So let's see if we push it. Yeah, just about on lap 19 we ending up with really bad tire, which is really good for us, I think, because we need to pit like 2 or 3 laps before, and we're keeping that distance. 1.2 against Verstappen is really great. Theo takes on Gasly, of course.
We're looking at turn 11.
Yeah, on the straight. They're having inside line now. Really slow corner, but this one worked for Theo, did not work for Bottas. And I was about to say, but we have really better tire than Verstappen and also other part of the field, though. Piastri and Norris, they're quite close. Definitely Bottas is getting so much in front. 2 seconds in front, basically. We are dictating the pace of the race. Really good. We don't need to fight, so our under-fueling of the car also works really nice with this situation, I think, which is gaining a lot of time overall. And since we might be able to put 1 pit stop strategy, maybe not, maybe 2 pit stops will be needed as we will have those spikes, you know. On this lap, actually, it's predicted it will go down. I don't know why it is. The weather forecast doesn't seem to indicate that, but we don't have the best facilities, right? So we'll see. If that's true, we're possibly getting some inters for like 6 laps. Is that okay? I think we will need to do that. That tire will not perform in under 4 millimeters of water, right? And here we again need kind of wet. Maybe it will go down sharply. We'll see. It will get updated. Now 3.1 seconds here, and again Theo really good as well. Let's get into neutral as he gets into 17th place. Maybe it will score. We are burning our tires, but we know why we do that. So let's skip a bit ahead while we see our our track getting into damp. Really, there was a yellow flag, and actually Theo got a place.
Yellows into that area.
yeah, overtake Sergeant, but I think he crashed. He's still not in the view. Yeah, okay, he was off-road, but that will be fine. There was no virtual safety car or safety car. Safety car is something what we really don't want to see with Bottas having 4 seconds lead on the race. That's amazing, amazing. Really paying back in those, you know, for those finance difficulties. It will be great to hit this long-term objective as well, to just keep that confidence of the board, as we cannot really hold our finances together. Yeah, I hope that will happen. Now, 3.8, so we might be bidding for wet tire in upcoming lap, or we might not. Actually, it is predicted to get down, so this is the tipping point. We'll see how it will go from there. I would like it not to reach 4, really. Just go down 1 minute. Now it's 4.1. Is it decision time? And it will continue like this for 4 minutes. And it's exactly here. It should go down right now. I don't know why exactly. Do a risk. We're going first, so we cannot really cheat and look on the AI decision, right? We have still 4 minutes until something is being figured out. So basically 2 laps on this conditions is pretty much guaranteed. Is anybody pitting? Well, at least not Verstappen, right? He's already, yeah, he passed that area. Actually, nobody's pitting. Okay, that's good for us. Good sign for us. Not that good conditions, but they're now not really worsening. Maybe there are actually. The problems will start and decisions will need to be made if anybody goes into the pits. And again, we could be the one making a decision, but as I see in the forecast, it should go a bit softer on the rain, and it does, so that's good. But we did not went for you know, that really crazy decision what we made in a few races. We're dropping a bit of distance. A bit of a time against Verstappen. Burning my tire, of course, all the time. Maybe let's go on standard, get at least temperature in good range. Oh, we need new tires for him. It somehow went really down. Not from the start, but later, right?
Yeah, mate, copy all that.
What did we do? I haven't noticed it. With that tire preservation difference is so big somehow. I did not even saw that. Did we go for fresh inters? Or we expect now to get into really wet track soon? In 1 minute it will still be just a bit wet. Not too much. I mean, we can go for wet. I mean, it might ruin our race a bit, but we are not going to use wets all the time, right? We are going to pit for intercept again. So yeah, let's try this. Not really optimal. We may hold those few laps. Safety car. There's a crash. There's a crash. And
So what else?
okay, what do we do now? That's a tough spot to be in. Inters. We will be going under the safety car. Of course, we need to look how the cars look and stuff. I think that going on wet tire right now and just conserving all the way is something what we can really do. Is really interesting strategy, especially for Theo. I think that could lift him off that back rank. Again, let's see how severe this this is. This is another crash, right? Just on overtake, inside line on the finish straight. Really nothing, no way to defend this. Let's see how it went.
George Russell's involved.
Right now we're already sparking like mad. Maybe we were crashed before. Okay, okay. So a lot of parts coming down that one. We should bring drivers' injuries. For example, you know, Ricardo's injury on the hand in terms of his driving momentum, getting back on the driving seat. maybe even some physical health for the future. At least taking driver out. I think this would be a nice addition. Hope we'll bring it at least for the next year, if not on upcoming 2 or 3 DLCs until then. Oh, they don't do DLCs maybe. We're getting those wet tires, and we'll see what decisions other team make. As we see, Verstappen is out. Piastri, actually look it in live. Piastri is out, Norris is out. How are we doing? Good decision. I think we are. We are doing winning decision. I think. At least I hope. 2.9 seconds, not really dropping. The thing is not drop the tire, right? It will be really hot, but that might be okay with us because we're under safety car. So let's just conserve.
So we've got Perez.
Yeah.
Gap at 3.7.
And we'll get with Theo in the pits as well. Russell gets a penalty as well. Really nice that we have those penalty points right now. Oh, yeah. So we are getting in the 5th spot with that tire already burning a lot. We'll see if that will be race winning or losing decision. It will get a bit wetter, let's see, and maybe that will get us some things. Is it? Yeah, it's already overheating so much. Well, at least we're not dropping many positions and we can pit later, let's say. Safety car ending. Yeah, it's getting super wet now, super wet. Please faster, faster, faster. 3.4, 3.5. Now everybody getting in there. Not really winning a lot from that decision now, I feel. Again, let's see what the future holds for us. We're looking for 30 laps of this, then it drops. Not too much though, so May looking up until the 43rd lap to go on this tire. Let's see how our strategy looks like. Can we, for example, push a lot? Oh, with this tire? Possibly not. Let's just keep on standard and let's see where this will get us. Yeah, a lot of guys got those wet tires. Now Bottas, for Bottas that might be a really nice win, especially pitting under the safety car. I mean, Theo also got nice gains there, but still it's not clear with those guys being really good drivers and really good cars. It's not clear how that will affect the race. So far we having a bit of a lead, 8.5 seconds, but we don't have that fresh tire. Looking really great, but yeah, this might be just short joy rather than winning decision. I mean, if just a lap or 2 laps later, we might be winning with this decision, but this might be just a bit too early and we might burn just a bit too much of the tire. 8 seconds dropping from Verstappen. And in front of Verstappen, losing that lead. Still a lot of rain. I would like to pit right now, you know, while I have this advantage. I would love everybody to pit right now to just keep that advantage, right? Up until lap 40, yeah, 3. Cannot really push, but I need to get into the temperature. Really mixed up decisions here. Still holding on in positions, kind of. I'm conserving on fuel. Maybe I should stop do that. We've been in 14th minus. Maybe that's a time to just get a bit of a lift from the brakes. Push gas a bit more. Medium. Both of them are medium. Did not really do any overtakes. Just got those positions for free. So not the best, right? Maybe with Bottas we will be able to redeem ourselves. I mean, for Theo also we get a lot of positions. We start in last row, so that's good for him as well. But again, those just few laps would have made wonders for us. Now it's hard to predict how it will go. It depends on the rain, of course. We'll have a lot of rain for the next 4 minutes at least, it seems. And Verstappen got really big lead in front. Our fuel will be fine, I think. We can go on standard from now on. Again, not gaining a lot of mass and using more of the fuel is good, as we won't be in trouble, I think, up until the race And yeah, tire temps are not looking great. We're losing a bit of a lead here. Science though have 12 seconds, there's 4, there's 8. We're looking quite okay in top 5, right? The only issue is that we've been leading the race and we no longer are close to that. But yeah, we cannot really
We'll drop back to normal pace
predict
now.
the rain. Nobody can. Let's push a bit with ERS for Theo, maybe fighting for that 7th spot a bit better. There's a yellow flag and a spin, not too impactful for us. In 4 minutes we might expect the less rain. Maybe that's our chance getting those better tires. You know, we will need new wet tire. Maybe it's a good moment to put some inters, get some nice speed. Difference between inter and wet can be quite significant. I think it does not say it here, yeah. Unfortunately, why it's not here? Oh, we can look at this one. Really bad numbers everywhere, especially on ERS. Some guys really have developed car and no, not a lot of problems with engine, for example, engine cooling, but we need new tire, that's out of question. Possibly others will also need a new wet tires. What do? We push and pit the next lap with inters. That's our crazy race decision strategy. And yeah, this lap actually it will be below 4, so for Bottas it might be fine. So we might be gaining something out of this. Oh, so long pit stop for Theo. Basically losing everything we gained so far. 1 minute, and in 4 minutes also we'll have the same light rain. That's looking good for us. 2.6 at least for Bottas. I like this. And we can go up until the end pushing like this. It's really good. So we will be pushing like this, right? And for you also pushing. Let's get on ERS as well a bit. We're having much better tire right now and can gain a lot of time. We need to do that as we have that better tire conditions for our tires, track conditions for our tires. And yeah, we keep doing that. Later I guess we will need to put wet tire, maybe not. We definitely, we are the only ones running on this better strategy right now. Bottas keeping the 3rd spot, looking really great. As you know, right now we're gaining benefit of that better tire, but also we are not staying on this wet tire until the race. So the next pit will equalize things. We are not losing time for the next pit for wets, but we are right now not really losing spots as well. So right now we're gaining, and later we'll just be equal. Really good for us. We will have something to damp coming after 4 minutes, I think. Again, let's hope that somebody will pit for another wet tire, for another inter tire right now, as we see Ricardo getting out of the race. Actually, Theo quite close to the points, no? 4.5 seconds is the biggest gap there. And Ricardo got just a puncture, not really a big thing. Leclerc got a puncture. Where is Leclerc? Here. And Ricardo, both of them getting punctures. What the guy is doing with those tires? I mean, I thought I'm doing brilliant strategy, but now it seems just a bug for AI. They're just not pitting. I mean, they need to get another tire set. Of course, they're waiting for, I don't know, they cannot put another wet, or what's the reason? Hamilton also with puncture. Okay. I mean, I know that I did good job with this pit stop, and I explained it before, and I think we would have really good result. But if everybody just goes out like this, we could just taking 1-2 suddenly. Yeah, but that's a sudden drop. It must be a bug. Is it just me, or the game starts to go crazy? Each episode starts to be worse and worse.
This is good work.
Yeah, this is good work. Let's see what the first row will do. They're not dropping the tires like these guys, but these are just getting punctures, it seems like. We have a safety car. Too many punctures, I guess. Yeah. A lot of cars out as well, not bidding for new tires. Norris in pits. Okay, so somebody will have the clear mind, right? Getting another wet. Okay, so we're still getting that better tire right now, and we'll get better wet later. That's good. Of course, that's a safety car, so maybe that's a good chance for us as well to just, you know, get that wet tire going. As after 2 minutes, we'll have really troubling weather conditions. It's super close, but it's getting again to that lower point again. Do we ignore that? Can we? It will be like 3 laps on a really damp track. Getting wet right now. We still need to pit for inters, I guess. We can do that as well. We now would be pitting under the safety car, right? Let's pit under the safety car. Let's get wet tires. We still cannot overtake anybody under the safety car, right? So
box.
let's just box. And Bottas now in pits, getting out the third. And it's wet track conditions, really good timing. Yeah, I don't know if that was just a bug or... Yeah, it's crazy. Sonata got out of the race because of a puncture, basically. Everybody else just seemed to fix their strategy. Again, it was not really gradual shift, but from 30% it seemed to just collapse. Now everybody's fresh inters, except Norris, who pitted just a bit before. On fresh wets, except Norris.
And think about less lifting coast.
And yeah, we will be pushing on fuel, we will be pushing on the tire, and maybe actually pitting again for the inters. So really crazy race again. I like these races, I don't like finances. Still really good time for us to get back in the race. Actually, Theo is quite ahead on the field, gaining a lot of positions in those really favorable conditions. Ricardo is the only lapped car, and we close to points with Theo. That's what I wanted to say. I got back to normal. And now green flag, getting back to the race. With Bottas, we quite close again to the first spots. And there we see Piastri and Verstappen. Yeah, we have a lot of chances with both of our drivers. Possibly other teams have a bit heavier cars as well, as we were still in a bit of deficit of the fuel. Again, we are pushing and kind of looking for, you know, dropping those fat tires, but right now it's 4.7. It maybe will get just a bit down on the last laps, but I think we're staying with this tire. We're having 7 laps. I think we can push. Really no reasons to not to do that. We can push and try to get everything out of this race. Verstappen just getting 2 seconds out of nowhere from the restart. Really exciting for him. Those wet conditions really working for him, I guess. Though we've been not really letting him go as we drove the car behind him. I don't know. We'll see. Now it's damp again.
This is awesome work. Come on.
6 laps remaining. It will go just a bit up.
Gap 3.2.
But just a bit. In 1 minute still will be not super duper different. I guess we need to look on Verstappen for Bottas strategy. As for Theo, maybe I'd like to take a risk. Go on inters. If we go for inters, we gain 6 positions. We are really close. 6 positions means what? 17th? Yeah, quite behind. We need to do a lot of overtakes. I would take that risk. Yeah, and for the Bottas, who just overtakes Piastri, we will look on the Verstappen's race. We'll see if he goes to the pits. We will do that as well. Now we need to just conserve the tire, basically not use it in that bad conditions for it, as it really is overheating. 6 laps remaining. Is it a bit too gamblish? What's the time in the pits? 20 seconds, right? Plus 2.3 seconds, let's see. 22 seconds. Maybe not right now. Even having the bit worse tire, let's just conserve it now. Let's cancel this pit stop. I think we can hold. This is better. There's not that many laps left. We need to just save that tire as much as we can. And the ones who will save the most will get in front and stay there. As we closing on Norris as well. he got... oh, he got really early pit. Yeah. Overall, our tires seem to be doing quite okay. Maybe other teams are not really going on that conserving mode. Both cars in the top 10, so that means we might be getting the most points right now, as we never been in these kind of the second place and the points with other guy. The last lap, I don't know if I have what to give. For Bottas, it's just safe finish. For him, he has 1.5 seconds, but as I saw those wet tires splashing, I don't know if I can just let him push more. Let's just make him go aggressive. And yeah, wish him good luck. He's quite close, really close. Last lap just starting. He has a lot of chances, I guess. Norris got a puncture straight away. Oh, I see those zeros. See those zeros. I don't want to be in zeros. I'm having better tire than Alonso, so if anybody's to puncture, it's Alonso. Let's close our eyes.
Good job.
Last corners, right? Yeah.
Yes, mate. Well done.
Might not be enough.
So you'll be coming into the pit lane.
Okay, but Bottas taking the second place and Theo taking 8th place. That will be, what, 4 points for Theo. Nice addition to the second place finisher. Double scoring here. Really happy for this crazy race. Really crazy race, but yeah, it turned out to be okay. Strategy turned out to be okay, and yeah, let's hope that finances will turn out to be okay after the last sponsors event. 12 positions gained, really nice. A bit failed on the pushing for inters too much. I needed to pit a bit sooner, lost a lot of wet tire, but anyway, it's close to our best finish. 22 points, not 25, but just 3 points less, and both of our guys in the points. Also, 4 points make him 16th driver on the grid. Really good. I hope that will help his mentality. And yeah, Aston Martin got some nice points taking over Mercedes, but we're closing with 25. By the way, we had a sprint. 3 more points, my bad. 25 points here, so much better, and really closing on the top midfield, let's say. Yeah, looking really good, really happy for the race. Yeah, bad pit stop here, again, that cost us basically quite a few points, right? And that was loosened tires. Think needed to put a note on that one. We got our objectives going, and did we cross the 20? Yeah, 23 million. Not great, and we see some parts missing now from the Bottas car as he takes 7th place on the grid, which is great, but last few races will be a bit tough. We'll see how that will go. We'll have, what, 5 races, right? 20th, so it should be 5 races, yeah. Remaining next round will be Mexico City. We'll see how that will go, what new things we will break and what new things we will try. Thank you for watching. This was Free Happy Dolphin, and see you on the next episode tomorrow.